Philly Thrive started in 2015 during a time when elected officials and corporate officials were putting forward a vision of Philadelphia as a so-called energy hub, which would have basically meant a massive expansion of the fossil fuel industry. And so Thrive was started to bring together community members in Grays Ferry and other nearby neighborhoods who were already massively impacted, harmed by the existing fossil fuel infrastructure in Philly, particularly the South Philly Philadelphia Energy Solutions oil refinery, advocate for their health and well-being, fight the expansion of the fossil fuel industry, and to hold accountable those companies that were already polluting the air and water here in Philly.
I've been living around here for 60-something years, with my being raised around here, but I've been living in this one house here for 40 years. I'm with Philly Thrive now, and we're doing great things for the community.
Well, I was a refinery worker. I did shutdowns over at the refinery. We were inside them tanks. That's real dangerous. We would sit on the scaffolding, take a chipping gun and chip the dry oil off of the tanks and then go down and bag it up and send it out. So, only kind of mask we had is this kind of mask, surgical mask, when we should have had a full face mask on. That's why, sometimes I walk up the steps, I can't even get to the top without stopping. I know that comes from, that refinery and my breathing.
So there was a massive explosion and fire at the refinery on June 21st, 2019. There had been many other fires in the past. This one was catastrophic, but that explosion figuratively and literally woke up a lot more people. There was a leak of hydrofluoric acid, which is extremely toxic, that could have killed thousands of people. And Thrive members immediately swung into action to call for a complete investigation, for the refinery to remain closed, organized street protests, lobbied city council members, and tried to bring as much attention to those goals of preserving health and safety and economic and racial justice, right up until the time that the official announcement was made that a company had bought the refinery site and intended to redevelop it into a different kind of business and not to reopen it as a refinery.
We won. We were working and putting everything on the line, including, using civil disobedience to make sure the refinery was closed. So I just have, an enormous amount of hours of my energy and, and my heart and my labor committed to seeing this land be transformed in the best, healthiest interest of the people and the planet. With this redevelopment, I really think the resources could be put to rational use. I think a lot of things could look different. Not everything. The thing we want to keep the same are the people who have been in these neighborhoods for generations.
We wanted somebody to get it that wasn't going to make it a refinery no more. And that happened. Hilto got the bid. So we feel like Hilto, should help us out on our CBA and what we want in our community. As far as a community center, if they develop us, we would like them to build this one.
How resourced the parks are and the libraries and the schools. So transformation just could be amazing. That's what it could look like if we figure out how to make sure that the redevelopment of this huge piece of land in the middle of South and Southwest Philly can just radiate reinvestment and dignity and health into surrounding neighborhoods.